out. Crazy Mother Mountain, Chapter 12. One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia. After the program ended for the day, we stayed out as long as we could. By 6 o'clock, we were hungry. Whether she liked it or not, Cecile had let us into her green stucco house. When she opened the door, all she said was, "Ya back?" Then she spread the tablecloth on the floor and brought out shrimp lo mein and egg rolls from the kitchen. She had probably gone out to mean Lady Ming's while we were at the center. We washed up and sat Indian style around the food. I said the blessing, and then I asked, "Why the Black Panthers call you Inzilla?" No use letting my curiosity go itching. If I had to ask someone, I might as well go straight to the mountain. The crazy Mother Mountain. She gave me a blank stare, like I said something wrong. Then she corrected me. Nzilla. In place of shrugs, my sister and I shot one another glances. That was not a Brooklyn sound, or an Alabama sound. It was probably not even a honest-to-goodness Oakland sound. Instead of trying it out, I said, "Why they call you that?" My sisters followed. "Isn't your name Cecile?" "Yeah, Cecile." She said, "My name is Nzilla. Nzilla is a poet's name. My poems blow the dust off surfaces to make clear and true paths. Nzilla." I gave her a plain stare, plain and blank. It might as well have been an eye roll. She probably hated my father's plain face on me. The plain way about him was the plain way about me. I didn't know about blowing dust or clearing paths. I knew about hot combing thick heads of hair and ironing pleated wool skirts for school. She said Yoruba for the path. I knew better than to roll my eyes at her so-called name and where she said it came from. Instead, I asked her where Yoruba was. She quickly told me it was a people, a nation, in the land of our ancestors. Vanetta asked, "You mean Prattville, Alabama?" This time, I wouldn't kick Vanetta. Good old Vanetta. Prattville was where Papa and Big Ma were originally from. They weren't from big city Mobile, Montgomery, or Selma, but from Prattville. And truth be told, my daddy and my grandmama came from a one-cow town rubbing next to Prattville. That they just said Prattville because it was more known. I asked, "So you can change your name anytime you want to?" Vanetta, "To anything you want to?" To Fern, "To anything you can spell?" Cecile said, "It's my name, myself. I can name myself. And if I'm not the one I was, but am now a new self, why would I call myself by my old name?" Then I said, "If you keep changing your name, how will people know you or your poems? When my sisters and I speak, one right after the other, it's like a song we sing. We play a game. We never need to pass signals. We just fire off rat-a-tat-tat-tat, Delphine, Vanetta, Fern. Me. Suppose you got famous for writing poems, Vanetta. Then everyone knew your name, Fern. You couldn't hide." She said, "My poems aren't about that. Fame-seeking poems, they're the people's art." Although yesterday she didn't want to have anything to do with the people. I said, "What if all the people could recite all of your poems?" Vanetta, "And they said them on the radio." Fern, "And you became famous." Me, "You couldn't hide then." Fern, "Surely couldn't." She said, "Who y'all working for?" "I think y'all working for the men undercover, the FBI, the Countel Pro." I knew about the FBI from the Sunday night show and from the news, but who were the Countel Pro? Cecile knew she had us baffled and took control of the talk like she had grabbed both the ball and the jacks. "Oh, they're slick, all right," she said. "The feds hire midgets in front as kids. They infiltrate families with long-lost cousins who don't look a thing like you. But you take them in because that's how colored folks do. And before you can say, 'Way down home,' your long-lost kin are documenting your every move from their weekly secret meetings with the man." "Family don't tell on family," I said. "Not real family." "Surely don't." That's what you think, Cecile said. And she went after Vanetta first because Vanetta was needy in a way that Fern and I weren't. Her eyes stayed wide and fearful. They get you alone and scared. They say, Vanetta Gaither, do you love your country? Do you love your father, your sisters, your Uncle Darnell in Vietnam, and Big Ma in Brooklyn? At Fern, she claimed, little girl, do you love your baby doll? Do you love Captain Kangaroo? Your kindergarten teacher? Graham crackers and story time? Well, if you want to keep all that safe, tell us all you know about the person named Cecile Jack Johnson, also known as your mother. Fern said her name was not Little Girl, that she was going into the second grade and that she watched Mighty Mouse and not Captain Kangaroo. Before Cecile got to me, I said, they don't ask kids nothing. No one listens to kids. If this was Red China, they would. The Red Chinese Communist Party don't play. Kids younger than that little girl turn their mother and father over to the Reds for treason and re-education. We're not in Red China, I told her. To that she only grunted, like that's what you think.